Right, this afternoon we're here to give you a repeat demonstration of jujutsu, of the Tsutsumi Ryu style. Jiu-jitsu, unlike all other martial arts, uses not only the punches, the kicks, the blocks, but also uses throws, takedowns, strikes, and locking techniques. The versatility that this gives makes it possible to defend against a large range of attacks. We would like to begin by showing you some falling, and part of it will be done as a progression movement to show how we actually teach it. As the person builds up in confidence and gains success, we improve what they are able to do, and they continue to build up from that. Nobody is expected to go in and do the most difficult fall right from the beginning. So to begin with, we'll do forward roll as progression, starting with Heidi, just doing it as a gym roll, getting used to falling on the mats. We can try it from the knees, rolling over your shoulder. And from standing, then jumping out long, and then over obstacles. These are rolling falls. Another rolling fall is a sideways roll, a backwards roll, and we move on to the flat fall, forwards flat, sideways flat. Each of these has a step 3 or 4 in between what you're actually now. So backwards flat, we can show you from sitting down, how we teach it. So it's from sitting back, please, honey. Falling back, raising higher and higher. So we can try it from the knees, a little bit more difficulty. And then jumping. Marcus is still the only person I know who does it. Bridge forwards are done by handstand. No hands. Some people go over obstacles. The next basic thing that people move on to is body movements. These are the essence of jiu-jitsu. Get out of the way, can't be hit. The softness, the giving in to win. Get out of the way, put yourself in a position to be able to defend yourself by applying a technique so that they can't attack again. If not hit, you can't get hurt. I'll get Heidi and Wall and John and Marcus to show you. Firstly, Heidi and Wall will show you the movement, and then John and Marcus, the applied technique. So flowing, moving out of the way, and forearm twist as an application. Entering, moving in on the attacker. And minor outer ripping. Entering rotation. And once again with a hip throw. Sliding. And heel overturning. Major entering rotation. And back shoulder drop from there. One of the aspects of jiu-jitsu that it's noted for is locking techniques. Basically, a lock is a movement applied to the joints, either with it or against it, to lock the joint completely up. It causes considerable pain. If it's produced further, it can cause dislocations or breakage. Wall and John will demonstrate the 9 basic locks from the neutral position. This position can be gained from a great number of attacks and from most body movements. The combinations run into hundreds. So from the neutral position, wrist twist. great range of attack, allowing 9 different defences. As part of the training of a person, we limit them to 1 lock and a great variety of attacks. This makes them more and more able to defend themselves in a variety of situations. So Heidi, I'll get her to defend against 3 attackers at random with a wrist twist. Always moving out of the way. Going behind me. One of the beauties of locks is that they can be used against a large range of attacks. Some of them are punches. So we just want to subdue the attacker rather than wipe them out or throw them. We just want to put the lock on and stop them from attacking anymore. We can do it. I'll get Matt and Wall to demonstrate against punches. You get him first of all with a low punch and a wrist twist. High punch, body sit arm break. Low punch, very arm and hand. A high punch, wrist hand break. Yes, sir. Being grabbed by the clothing is a fairly common way of being attacked. And this type of attack does not warrant kicking someone in the groin or hitting them. Often it doesn't warrant even throwing. So locks supply another method of dealing with the situation. Matt and Marcus, I'll get them to show a variety of clothing holds and appropriate locks. So gripping on the sleeve low, a wrist twist. Gripping on both sleeves of the elbow, very arm defense. Buttoning him up closely. From the collar behind, body sit arm break. And on the sleeve of the elbow, side wrist crush. The use of a knife is becoming more and more common in attack situations. And this system of jiu-jitsu uses locks almost exclusively against knives. The idea is that you must immobilise the attacking arm as quickly as possible and thus avoid being stabbed. So I'll get Marcus and John to demonstrate some of this. Beginning with an upward stab and a wrist twist. Once again, with a wrist crush. Backhand, stomach sit arm break. Not a very common lock, but very powerful.